with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News online on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited.
Get all you want with no cash in the Courts Summer BOGO and get 35% off your second item on all credit purchases or 20% off on your second item on all cash purchases. Plus, don't miss out on our dope buster deals. All that and more at your favorite Court store this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, August 29th, 30th, and 31st. Shop today and pay later with Courts Ready Finance. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty in the Courts Summer BOGO. Terms and conditions apply. Courts, bringing value home.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, 2 Vincentian radiographers have completed radiography training in the Republic of China on Taiwan. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment welcomed back to radiographer Miss Janice Nichols and radiographer Miss Celeste Cumberbatch Garrett. The 2 radiographers over the past 2 months have their skills upgraded in the area of breast ultrasonography at the McKay Memorial Hospital in Taiwan. Radiographers are allied health professionals who take x-rays and other medical images to assist doctors in diagnosing diseases and injuries. They are also known as medical imaging technologists. The Ministry of Health in a Facebook post said that their breast cancer awareness campaign continues with the Rotary Club of St. Vincent. The ministry said the training was made possible by the Embassy of the Republic of China on Taiwan and the Rotary Club of St. Vincent. With schools across St. Vincent and the Grenadines reopening today, Monday, September 4th, Minister of Education and National Reconciliation Curtis King is sending well wishes to all stakeholders in the education sector. Minister King, in a message to the nation, urged all those involved to always strive for excellence as he expressed gratitude to all that are a part of SVG's education community. We hear more from the Minister of Education.
Fellow educators and all other stakeholders, I wish you all a happy, healthy, and successful new school year. May you enjoy learning new things, making new friends, and discovering new possibilities. May you always strive for excellence, embrace diversity, and seek reconciliation. May you always be guided by our national motto, peace and justice. Thank you for being part of our education community.
That was the Minister of Education and National Reconciliation, Curtis King. The Education Minister said that there is a shared responsibility to nurture the talents, skills, and values of the nation's youth so that they can become confident, responsible, and productive citizens. Still on the local scene, construction on the St. Vincent Girls High School's Grimble Hall is expected to be completed by March 2025. This is according to Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves while speaking on radio recently. The Prime Minister said that while work on the Grimble Hall was not part of initial plans for rehabilitation, following reports it was determined that the work was necessary. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
The tendering process for the construction is scheduled to start on November the 24th. That is to say, which construction company is going to get the job to do it. Once you start the tendering process for the construction on the 24th of November, the bids which are in would to be received by the 19th of January next year, and the contract to be awarded on the 4th of March next year. And once the contract is awarded on the 4th of March next year, having gone through all what I've just described, the works are scheduled to complete on March the 11th, 2025. That is to say, 1 year construction.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. Various schools have been earmarked for repairs and new construction with funding provided through a joint project between the Caribbean Development Bank and the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines costing EC $40 million and is separate from the General Schools Repair Program of the government of SVG. On to news in the region. Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness is casting blame on past governments for the big salary increases given to the country's politicians. Prime Minister Holness said that he believes that political representatives should not be paid disproportionately greater than anyone else under the Public Sector Compensation Review, Loop News reports. Jamaica's Prime Minister gave the assurance that his government will fix the anomalies affecting some public sector workers under the compensation review. The Prime Minister did not take his salary increase in April of this year, an increase that would have seen his salary move from 25.3 Jamaican dollars, 25.3 million Jamaican dollars, and then to 28.6 million Jamaican dollars the following year. He instead opted to receive his old salary of $9.1 million a year. Retired history professor John Mayo has made a major donation to the University of the West Indies UWI Cave Hill campus. Professor Mayo, a former UWI history professor, and his wife, who made the donation in August, said they were delighted to make the contribution to the institution. According to Loop News, the donation of $100,000 is said to be the single largest donation made to the history department since its establishment over 50 years ago. In a brief virtual ceremony held on Thursday, August 31st, which brought together senior campus officials and the couple who reside in Australia with a time difference of 13 and a half hours, campus principal Professor Clive Landis said the gesture of the couple was humbling. Professor John Mayo is an Australian-born educator who joined the Department of History at Cave Hill as a lecturer in October 1977 to teach Latin American history. He was promoted to senior lecturer in 1993 and became a professor in 2003. On the international scene, the first African Climate Summit has commenced in Kenya as demands are being made for more say in financing. More than a dozen heads of state of African countries are attending the summit as they seek to have a stronger voice on a global issue that they contribute the least to. Participants from outside Africa include the United States government's climate envoy, John Kerry, and the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. According to Al Jazeera, Kenyan President William Ruto's government and the African Union launched the meeting with a determination to gain more global influence and obtain significantly more financing and support. More than $83 billion in climate financing was given to poorer countries in 2020, a 4% increase from the previous year, but still short of the $100 billion annual goal set in 2009. Finally, in sports, Iga Swiatek's U.S. Open defense has been ended following a loss to Jelena Ostapenko in the last 16. The Polish top seed came up short as 20th seed Ostapenko hit 31 winners and forced Swiatek into a series of mistakes. The Latvian will now face off against American 6th seed Coco Gauff next. Swiatek's 75-week streak as the women's world number one has been ended by the defeat, with Belarus's Aryna Sabalenka guaranteed to replace her after the U.S. Open. Swiatek had lost all three of her previous meetings against Ostapenko, but the pair had not played since February 2022, after which the Pole embarked on a transformational 37-match winning run. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind of compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Get all you want with blow cash in the Quartz Summer BOGO and get 35% off your second item on all credit purchases or 20% off on your second item on all cash purchases. Plus, don't miss out on our dope buster deals. All that and more at your favorite Quartz store this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, August 29th, 30th, and 31st. Shop today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty in the Quartz Summer BOGO. Terms and conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Whether you're ripping it up on the highway or taking a casual Sunday drive, OT Tire Limited is second to none when delivering excellence at reasonable prices. We offer new and used tires, tire repair and installation. We are the only place that offers nitrogen, which helps with gas consumption and ride comfort. Supplying you with brand name tires like Maxxis, Kumo, Good Ride, Westlake, and Triangle.
Boom! Enjoy the VIP style customer waiting lounge with refreshments and free Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying, yo? This is Skinny Fabulous, and when it comes to tires, nobody makes it easier than OT. But got me on the road when the OT tire.
Follow OT Tire on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter today.
Hey, boom! Run the road with OT tires.
Logs Cash and Carry, located on the VG Highway or Fountain Stretch at the Gap to Bel Air. We open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And on Sundays and holidays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. We carry the entire Log Enterprise line of products. But at Logs Cash and Carry, you get retail prices too. Cleaning supplies, a full line of rums and liqueurs, alcoholic beverages at wholesale prices.